X pipe. We need that Borla attack. If Borla, you're watching this, which I know you're not, sponsor me anyways. Thank you. Right now we're heading to where I bought this car. It's about an hour away. We're picking up some new rotors. I'm getting new front rotors because for some reason, ever since I installed these lowering springs, when I press the brakes around like 60, 50 miles per hour, the steering wheel has like this pulsation and it's like vibrating. It's not like terrible. You won't even be able to see it on camera, but you can like feel it. It goes up through your arm and everything. So I think the front rotors are warped. I have no idea. We will see. But if this doesn't fix the issue, $200 down the drain for the rotors. I mean, it's easy install. Just take off the caliper and then take the old one off, put the new one on. So hopefully that fixes the issue because I already spent $300 on caster camber plates because my caster, that's like the angle of the strut. So you want positive caster, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you want positive caster. This side was like 7.1 degrees and that side was 8 degrees of caster. So people said, oh, your caster's wrong, it's causing vibration. Well, I got caster camber plates. Now both casters are equal. This one's at 7.4, that one's at 7.4 degrees of caster, and the vibration still persists. Rotors don't fix the issue. You might blame the Steeda Progressive Sport lowering springs because it happened as soon as I put those on, unless something else happened, because I did drop the car off the day before to do the roof and it was like an hour away and there was a bunch of traffic, so the brakes got really hot, a lot of stopping going, and they watched the whole car as soon as I pulled the car in, so they might have warped the rotors at the dealer, or not at the dealership, but the shop I went to for the roof, so to get that wrapped. But that's super annoying when you're doing like spirited driving around corners, and I plan on taking this thing to tail the dragon, and that's going to be super annoying. So I'm going to be dropping like $500, so hopefully this fixes the issue. If not, we're $500 deep into nothing. We got the rotors, so we're going to be putting them on. We're going to jack the car up. We're going to go over to the sidewalk over there, put this car in position, jack it up, get these old junk rotors off. If they're even junk, we'll even see. Shouldn't be too hard. I think it's like 2 caliper bolts. Take the caliper off, take the wheel spacer and the wheel off, obviously, and then the rotor should slide right off. So should be simple. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. So that's what we're doing. Half on the cement, half in the grass. Gonna jack it up. Hopefully it doesn't fall on ourselves, but that's how you got to do it around here, hillbilly style. Should be easy. And then once we get this wheel done, flip it around, do the other side. Got the wheel off pretty easily. Had to use this wood block to get it jacked up, but almost halfway done. Just got to get the spacer off, and then whatever 2 bolts are back here behind the caliper, and then this should slide off. Got the caliper and rotor off. Literally those 2 bolts right there, as soon as I took the top bolt off, it literally just fell. Luckily it wasn't a far drop and it landed pretty good, so it didn't pull on the cord right there. The rotor literally just pretty much came right off. Didn't have to hit it with a hammer or anything. I guess that's the pros of having a new car. Everything's not worn and rusted out yet, even though there's a bunch of rust already. New rotor, old rotor. This one, it's already rusted. I mean, there's only 6,000 miles on the car. I mean, it looks brand new. I shouldn't even have to be doing this. Probably not even gonna fix the issue, to be honest. But this one has the coating on it to, I think, prevent rust and stuff on its shelf life. The rotor on, brake caliper on. We don't have to wash this coating off. As we brake, it will just rub it off anyway, so we don't have to do anything with the coating. Just gonna torque down those 2 bolts. I think it's 85 foot-pounds. Gonna figure out how to get back there. It's kind of a hard angle. And then we'll flip the car over, do the other side. Pretty simple. Just wish we had a better area to do it other than on the sidewalk, but we're chilling. Easy stuff. Just finished up the other side. Hopefully that fixes the issue. If not, I don't even know what the next thing would be. Maybe the springs. I don't think springs would cause vibration in the steering wheel, but we're gonna go do some driving, get the brakes warmed up, and then we're gonna head to Mexico and do some heavy accelerations and harsh braking to kind of bed the brakes in. So we're bedding the brakes now. So bedding the brakes is like you're going like 50 miles an hour and you slam on them really fast to like 5 miles an hour, and then you do that a few times and then you let it cool off the brakes. You want them to cool down. So after this truck here, we're gonna do one. Make sure you do this in a safe area because you know you don't want any cars behind you because you're gonna be slamming on your brakes. So we're gonna do one. We're going about 50 miles an hour right now. Dash cam thought there was an incident, but we're going did like a 50 to like 5 miles an hour, and then you just get back on the gas and you just kind of cruise a little bit. And then once you're done doing that a few times, like 5 times you do that, you just drive, don't use the brakes at all, just to let them cool off a little bit. And you'll probably start smelling the brakes too, so I honestly think I smell them a little bit. I had the window down earlier, but that was about the 4th time we did it, so we'll do it a few more times, maybe a little higher mile an hour, and that's pretty much how you bed your brakes. So I know there's more in depth, but that's like the simple way to do it. We did about 6 to 8 hard stops, 80 to 0, 60 to 0, 70 to 0 miles an hour, and we absolutely just beat the shit out of the new Rotors. So I mean, I smelled the brakes a little bit, they got hot, and then after we did that, we drove around for like 10-15 minutes, didn't use any brakes to cool them off, tested it out. It always happened around 60, 65, 50 miles an hour. Tested the brake, no vibration in the steering wheel. So I guess that was the solution. I'm glad it was an easy, pretty cheap fix. The rotors were like 90 a piece for the front too, so not bad at all. Glad that fixed the issue. Don't have to worry about that now, so we can head to tail the Dragon in a few months, beat the shit out of the car.